Hi, Elizabeth. Hello.
Yeah,
I love your hair. I love your hair. Every time I see it, I'm like, what? It's so nice. How are you doing?
very well. How are you doing?
I'm fine too. Thank you. Thank you for coming on our live series again. Incidentally, you were our first guest when we started the Hustle Live series 3 years ago. And now you're our first guest now that we're coming back again. Thank you so much.
So on.
Thank
Thank
you. So how are you doing?
you. Good.
Uh,
I'm
okay, so
just
let's not I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I know you're a busy person. Let's just get right to it. I know who you are, and I know that people who have followed us for some time know who you are. But for the um for the for the people who don't know, do you mind like reintroducing yourself and just telling us who you are? And then again, I know that you have upgraded. It's not who you were that time that you are right now exactly. So it'd be nice to do that reintroduction.
hi everybody. My name is Elizabeth. I'm fondly called Sicilizi. Let's start with I'm a professional marketing person, and currently in product marketing from digital, from content, influencer marketing. I'm currently in product marketing. A fitness lover. I like to go to the gym. I also like to dance and watch movies. And yeah, I'm also a content creator and a brand influencer, and also a YouTuber. Yeah, that's pretty much about Elizabeth, anyways. But yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Thank you for being here. So I know that you've been growing your YouTube channel for quite some time. How is that growth?
Um, well, to be very honest, it's going well. Though I've not been consistent like I should have been because of work, and as you grow, life is demanding a lot from you. If it's not
Yeah.
something consistently, if it's not something you're doing like 9 to 5, do you understand? If it's not something you're
Mm-hmm.
doing, you would not have that time again for those kind
Yeah.
for other that. So yeah, as I'm growing, I've been having so much to do.
Yeah.
So YouTube has been once in a while thing. But yeah, it's still going on very well. I'm still
Okay.
getting the views I creating the content I create. And I mean, we're just going
Amazing.
adult life is not easy, to be very
Yeah,
honest.
no, no, no.
So
But we keep going. One of the things I'm curious about is your this progression that you've been doing. I know that you used to be like a blogger, vlogger, content creator, influencer, and somehow one day I just saw on LinkedIn that you had now entered product management. What is inspiring that um transitioning and that growth, that level of why why I'm just wondering why it's like that. Can you take us through, what is inspiring you to do that?
thank you very much. I would start with let's say the beginning of my career actually, because I have always wanted to be a lawyer. Do you understand? Because I realized that I like to talk. But I feel like maybe I don't know book that much. So I didn't pass jump to the extent of I also had the second choice of, studying mass communication, which is actually my second degree because my first degree was political science economics. But I've always told myself that I really want to study mass communication, and I still had to do that 4 years degree to study mass communication. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, say my career started as, or let me say, my YouTube career started as something that I just wanted to do based off of the fact that I like to talk, I like to express myself, I also like to be on camera. So I've always wanted to be a TV host because there was also a time I went to an academy for TV presenting and all of those things. So, but as time goes by, and I have a brother that is a marketing guru, so he's one of my inspirations. And the fact that he keeps putting me on to say, yeah, you can do this thing. Sometimes I doubt myself, like, can I do this thing? I want to do this. When I started off as a social media manager, actually.
Wow.
I started off as a social media manager. So at that time, I was still discovering myself. I was still looking at it, okay, can I go next phase? Then I learned about, I'm talking about 2014, 2015 now. So I started learning about digital marketing. But at the time, it was looking like there was just so many things that is in digital marketing. But right
Yeah.
now, it looks like it's just exactly. So then
Yeah.
I started marketing, which is based off on the fact that, I felt like I'm doing content already. Even where I worked when I was in
Mhm.
Boomplay Music, I was in the content department, and I was already learning more about content. I was already exploring that side of content. So I went into content. But after a while again, I started finding interest in influencer marketing based off of the fact that I'm also an influencer. I realized that there is an opportunity in that field if I explore it better, if I know my way around it. I also got a job as an influencer marketing manager. But, just I think 2020, I started telling myself that I think I do something more. I need to do more. I need to challenge myself more. Then I got a scholarship in product school. What's the name of product school actually? Product school in UK. I got a scholarship for I think a 6 months course, and it was so interesting. It felt to me like these things are very easy. All I just need to do is get my hands on deck and start doing these things. And yeah, that's how I started finding interest. That's how I transitioned right to product marketing. That's how I found myself. And right now, I'm looking forward to get better at it because every day I'm learning. Every day I'm listening to podcasts. Every day I'm building a portfolio for myself. I'm building myself in product marketing right now. So right now, to be very honest, I feel like in 5 years, if I am not moving into entertainment, because one thing I want to act, you know, be a presenter, a TV presenter, red carpet host that I've always been doing. But I don't have interest in that as I would
Mhm.
definitely want to be one of the marketing managers in Africa and in Nigeria. So and I'm building myself towards that right now.
Wow.
So
Let me just congratulate you in advance because I know it's going to happen. And the reason why I can say this is there's a deliberateness to your your growth and your journey. It's you always telling yourself, I think I can do more. I think I can pursue this more. Now it brings me to my next question because I know how difficult it can be to balance the time to listen to podcasts, to do 9 to 5, to face the YouTube channel, to face influencer marketing, all these things. How, and it's still the same 24 hours that you have that everybody else has. How is it that you are able to, because one of the things that business owners who are our primary audience, and then most at the very same, and not fail at any one of them. I just really would like to know how you do it.
I'm your network was buffering at the point.
Oh, I apologize for the network. I was saying that, how do you find the time to be influencer, content creator? Because I checked, I see that you're growing your lifestyle. You have a lifestyle blog. You have your gym. It's like a blog. It's like an Instagram blog of your fitness lifestyle. You're still growing your own YouTube vlogs. At the same time, you are doing your product management work. You're still developing yourself, still learning more, and still living life again. Please, how do you do it?
I would say that, like I said earlier, the consistency is not there. The consistency is not easy. It's not easy to do all things together. But I feel like I am grateful to still have, because I go for salsa on Thursday. I go to the gym Monday to Friday.
You
Saturdays
teach
I
your
probably
life.
exactly. So I'm still like go out. It's not like I don't really go to maybe I don't go to like I don't, except on weddings. I'm a big fan of weddings. But how do I balance this? I would say that I balance my life by not putting so much pressure on myself. That's
Does
one
it?
thing. I
Does
one
it?
thing pressure on myself. I take life as it comes. Even not even right now. Like right now, the way I'm taking my life right now is that nothing can shake me. Like nothing can. You know, last year, last year was one of my most challenging years. Like I was off work for like 8 months. Like I was off work for like 8 months. I was just dancing, consulting for brands and all of those things. And that period it dawned on me that I mean there is not so much about life. Like the things we are all chasing right now. Tomorrow anybody can be my I will collect it.
Right.
Exactly. So and I have also found myself in environments where I do not have to doubt myself. Environments where I do not have so much to not have time for other things. Like I would say, from Expo Security Service where I started working in, to Boom Play Music, Transnet Media, to Relax, and currently Disability. These places I've worked in the past. I've never had any stressful time that would not give me space to do things for myself. Even when
Live your life. Yeah.
other things, I always make sure that at least if I don't have week, like for instance, in a week, if I don't have time to go to the gym for that week, I will work out in the house. I'll work out at home. I don't have to go to the gym every time. Sometimes when I'm very tired, I just leave the gym and I come home. I do my workouts before I sleep. So it's a lifestyle for me already. So it's something
Mm-hmm.
that I have to exactly, even if I'm not doing anything else, I would have to do this because it's a lifestyle. Those are the things that I already put, like I call them my extracurricular activities. Those are the things that make myself happy. So
Right.
exactly. So for my vlogging now, I make sure that I shoot videos midnight. Maybe when everybody's sleeping, I set up and I shoot my videos. I edit them maybe sometimes weekends, sometimes maybe after work. Before I get into the gym, sometimes I edit my videos. And for my podcasts, I listen to podcasts during work hours. Sometimes it can be maybe during break time. And these days, I even just started reading audiobooks to one of my doings these days. So and I do that probably after work, maybe 2 hours, 1 hour. I quickly put something in my head, and I can tell you for the fact that listening to podcasts, especially marketing podcasts, has really helped me one of this year. Really impacted this one. I am very grateful for
That was
finding
going to
out.
be my next question. You know,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you what resources you can recommend, what resources you rely on for inspiration to better yourself as a marketer, you know. But you just said podcasts. Is there any others?
Well, audiobooks, honestly, I have some audiobooks that I use Scrib. Scrib is the name of this app. Let
Yeah.
me type it.
Script.
Yes, that's what I use, and I subscribe for full access and all of those things. But yeah, because and I'm very grateful to have, you know, started this year, especially this year, because I just started doing because I find listening to things very stressful. Maybe because of where I work in Boom Play Music. Because in Boom Play, we have to listen to time.
All right.
I've grown that part of. But these days, I'm really grateful to have started listening to marketing podcasts. Like very very
So
grateful.
if you had to choose between like another marketing, maybe like listening to if they say you should go and do another course again now, do
What
you
would I?
feel that do you feel that you know what you get from those podcasts is enough to help you grow in your career, that you don't need another course again at this point?
Oh, I will tell you for a fact that courses are doing online certifications. Some I would say is mainly, to be very honest, if I am very truthful to you, and maybe the packaging that is going to give your CV when you want to apply for jobs. Do you
Yeah.
understand? Like I applied for when the guy for product school, it was like, oh, product school in UK, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, and that was the whole part of the conversation. Like, how was it? Oh, I'm an alumni, and that was just started the conversation just because that person's here. So for me, I feel
Yeah,
like
yes.
applications are mostly for the packaging, the branding, for your CV. Yes, the knowledge part, because the truth is you can always learn a lot of things. Like YouTube has so many materials for you. Like
Mm-hmm.
definitely brush up my Google Analytics lesson. I was looking for something, like I was particularly looking for something Google Analytics. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? How do I get this data? I went to YouTube, and before you know it, I was already up to date quickly. Do you understand? But I don't have I
Wow.
don't have certification. Do you get?
There's no
Yeah,
certificate for that.
exactly. So I feel like most of it we cannot compare online certifications and listening to podcasts or doing audio books and all of those things. I feel like they are different and they serve different
It's like
purposes.
you know it. You know, when you go to YouTube or when you listen to podcast, you will learn it or you will know it. But how do you prove to the employer or the client that you know it? Is the certificate.
But yes,
Yeah, I get that. So I'm gonna ask you another question. You know, all these things that you do, superwoman, challenges for,
yes.
you know, can you share like one of your major challenges on your journey to building, you know, your career as
I
a professional marketing
I would
person?
say major Major, I would start with self doubt. I don't know if I can, if I should put that as a major challenge. But yeah, self doubt, and this comes from when, maybe because I prepare myself for big things. Like I apply for big jobs, like jobs that I even me, I know that I'm like, we test my CV today. When they now eventually call me, I'm like,
Me get.
"Damn that CV, I just wrote it. Oh, I did not really." So I feel that really, but I've over time I've built myself to tell myself that no, Elizabeth, you've been the one coming. This journey for you, it's not just a journey. It is who you are. Like right now, I
Mm-hmm.
marketing is me. I'm marketing. I really love
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
marketing based off of the fact that because I've been in all of the lines. I've done content marketing. I've done
Every
influencer marketing. I've
year.
done marketing. I've done so. What exactly are you scared of? Do you understand? Like I tell myself, what exactly are
Mm-hmm.
these? There are results. Like especially places that I've worked, I can speak on results I have achieved. So there is nothing I'm supposed to be scared of. So I keep telling myself that no.
Right.
But yeah, one of the challenges I've faced previously because I'll tell my right now I tell myself like anything I so far my mind is there.
Mm-hmm.
I am telling myself
Right.
everybody is packaging these days. You'll be surprised that senior clinical marketing, clinical, most of them they're also packaging themselves. Everybody's learning every day. Everybody's trying to
Mm-hmm.
why should I look down myself? Why should
Mm-hmm.
I try to tell myself? So yeah. And another thing I would say has been a challenge for me, uh, you know, um, trying to fit in. I don't know if that's the word. I feel like, well, I would also appreciate the fact that a lot of women are also, coming up in the marketing space. But, over
Mm-hmm.
time or previous, there's this challenge of, as a woman, when you have to be there, especially when you're a leader, when you're a team lead, and you
Mm-hmm.
are also the males, especially the male gender.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to like want to be calm because you don't want to say things that will make them say because is it because she's a woman?
Is
That's
it
why she's
because mm-hmm.
because when I was in Transnet Media, I was the team lead and there were a lot of Elizabeth. And I'm
Challenges
like,
of it?
your work job, like you don't teach, it's just you guys not trying to listen to me. So
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, those two things are top for me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot be interesting. It's been interesting. I took time off throughout last year. I wasn't doing any 9 to 5. I just resumed back to 9 to 5 this year. So
Why did you do that?
I, I just really wanted to try. I wanted to try something else. You know, when you're in a phase in your life where you just feel like, I mean, there's more to life. I feel like everybody should do that once in a while. To be very honest, like
Yeah, to be able to do that.
do that because you need to find yourself.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that also made me, try that is because I was like, okay, I really want to be doing marketing. I want to discover.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout last year, I was opportunity to get marketing conversation, marketing, public speaking events. That
Mm-hmm.
really told me that no, Elizabeth, you are supposed to be here.
Yeah.
if I didn't quit 95 last year, I probably would not put myself out there. I probably would not be able to I'm sure I would not have been able to get that, to see that this thing is doing it. I'm not supposed to quit. So yeah, I was able to find myself last year. And I'm grateful I did that, honestly. I'm grateful I did that.
I'm going to ask you about content because I look at your content and I see that what I get, the vibe I get is this person is not trying to impress anybody. She's not looking for views. That's what I get. That's the vibe that I get. She's not, if you like it, you like it. It's because you like it. And this is over the years. I see that effortless originality. Like, this is my life. Oh. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. And I know that people just love people like that. That authenticity, that whether it's perfect or it's not perfect, this is who I am. You like it, you deal with it. You don't like it, it's fine. That's what people love. That's what people can trust. But it's difficult for many business owners, especially these small and micro business owners to stick to that originality. That let's just show ourselves the way we are. They want to package. And I feel like people see through the packaging and they're like, this one is not original, it's not authentic, we can't trust them. What will you say as somebody who's done content marketing, and you're now in a point where you define the product, you want to define the product and set the vision for the product. What will you advise small business owners about their content marketing, how to approach content as somebody who's in that area? What would you say to all that?
Thank you. You've answered the question already, to be very honest, because the truth is, in content, like I would say, my page is built on me. I'm a lifestyle person. It's my lifestyle. Like,
yeah,
very different. People can blog. People can show maybe what they do every day, mini vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
I built my page, or I started building my page based off on me and who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that yes, that's how people are.
Yes.
There are times when I do makeup and I post it, I'm getting comments of, you did makeup. I didn't recognize it was those things. And I realized that it's like people just like the kind of person I am, my person. And but yeah, for business owners, to be very honest, in content, people are drawn by what they see. Nigerian, we are in Nigeria. Very honest. Yeah, people are drawn by what they see, and people do not like they care about what
Mm-hmm.
they care about gaining from your product. So
right,
that's what the consumer care about. What you talk about your product is what they want to use to patronize you. Do you understand?
Right.
As a business owner, you have to put in efforts, create content for your brand. Like, it is very important. Like, their personal brand, personal brand. I can decide to go this direction, decide not to go this direction. That is my personal brand. Like, this is my personal brand. This is personal brand. So,
yeah, personal brand.
Exactly. So for you that sell shoe and all of this, you want to make sure that there is effort in whatever it is you're doing. Because when people come to you, for instance, now you can have 200 followers, someone that has 1,000 something followers, and you have a great content. You're surprised that people would actually.
Right.
And you can also have these 200 and something followers, and someone has 1,005 followers, and because the person that has 1,000 followers has created looking content, generated content.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Always go to this person, to a person. So I just feel like people consume content differently.
So
These days, I've
you
realized.
need to understand your audience and what they like and give them that. So would you say that user generated content is a good strategy?
It is these days, 100%. I recommend. Like I recommend it 100% these days
If
because
you
to be very honest,
are listening,
it's everywhere.
if you are listening,
Everywhere, honestly. So I feel like I recommend it for any content creator, any social media handler, and all of those things. These are things should be explored in any way you can explore it these days.
mhm, thank you very much. I want to talk about your journey in marketing. What should we expect from you now? Because now you have conquered everything, you
Um,
know.
eh, expectations kills. Expectation kills. But like I said, I'm grooming myself. I am working towards getting better in product marketing because that is the field I am right now. That is what I want to be known for. That is what I want to explore. At least in the next 2 3 years, that's what I want to be known for as a market, product marketing.
Right, right.
So I'm looking forward to that part of me very well. I'm looking forward to become better. Also get events on this particular. What am I looking? What am I expecting? What personally in whatever field I am.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so I want to ask you. hmm, I'm curious. How
Recording
is
stopped.
product management? How is it different from, you know, brand management, for instance? You know,
Very
why is
different.
it why is it a field under marketing? How would you like explain it to the layman? Now, if I needed, you know that I need product management services, how will you sell yourself to me?
Well, a product manager, a product no, there's product management and there's product management
Okay, okay,
and product marketing and product
mm-hmm.
designers. Right.
Okay,
But trust me, these days everything is packaging and everything is also, but it's also not named. It's also not marketing. But a brand manager concerned about the brand. What do you want to say about your brand? What do you want to say about your brand? Your brand. A product marketing person. What do you want to say about your product? Your product. How do they see your product? How do you want to see your product? Do you understand? Because a product marketing person is like the connect between the brand, products, and
so at what point does a business owner or somebody who's starting a business or building a product, at what point do they need a product marketing manager?
very honest. At what point companies need that point when they've grown enough, when they feel like they need to get more insights on their user journey, when they know more of their users, they want to explore what part of their users, where they come from, how did they react to the products, what did they say about the products. I know at the point when any brand feels like they need the product marketing person, that's when they always grow. But I don't think it's business.
It's not at the beginning. It's not at the
Yeah,
beginning.
it can be at the beginning actually. Product marketing person is made at the beginning of the journey of marketing. Do you understand? Because there's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it depends on what type of company and what type of brand. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And if they have the budget for it, it's actually very important. I just realized that even I myself just realized that it's actually very important, at least for the beginning. So your marketing is important to have it.
Okay, Mr. Kent Johnson, I'll be muting now. Thank you for that. Thank you for your comment. comments. I didn't realize that the audio was that bad. So, but I'll be muting her so that when she's speaking, you can hear her. Better. Um,
I don't even know why I'm
so
able to see comment. I don't think I can see any comments here.
there's been a few. Can you see them
See,
now?
I can't see comment at all. The only comment I can see is mine when I wrote something.
Wow. Anyway, when I ask you a question, I will mute so that they can hear you better.
Okay.
So another question that I want to ask is, in your opinion, what metrics a small business owner who's doing content marketing, tiny budget, they're doing it themselves, not too much money. So, but where do you think they should focus their attention, and what metrics do you think they should prioritize for growth?
For growth, for business owners that are growing, they are trying to grow their business. I would say for social metrics, you want to your comments, your likes, your retweets, if people are saving your business, if they're making inquiries, and all of those things. That's for your socials. And if you are probably running ads, how many inquiries are you getting? Do you understand? How many sales are you making from your ads? Is very, very important. Where are your users coming from? What's their demand like? Do you understand? These metrics are very important, especially if you are just coming up. What are they looking forward to do? If you have maybe a form, for instance, what are they saying about it? If they fill your form, what are they saying? Are they satisfied with your business? But yeah, I feel like those are pretty much things that you're supposed to look out for when you're just starting. If you're just trying to see, okay, what are they doing? But your socials, you want to know your comments. In your comment, are people commenting? Even if it's good or bad comments, are they commenting? Your DMs, are you getting DMs from everything you're doing? And yeah, are pretty much things, because that's how you know if you're growing or not. That's how you grow if you're growing. If people like what you're pushing out, if they like your products, if people are giving reviews, if they are able to recommend you to other people, and yeah.
So I want to ask, on this matter of comments, I've had the experience of a client that used to have this on their social media. We used to have a person always come and drop, she's gone, she's gone, she's gone, she's gone, she's gone. But I'm sure she'll be back. Thank you to everyone who has showed up so far. Let me see if I can find her.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
she's
mistakenly pressed the X button. I was trying to scroll. I'm so sorry. I'm back.
sorry.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
So this
Yeah.
is my question, right?
Okay.
These clients would see, okay, we would have comments, right? And then we may have like one negative comment, and the clients will go, as in literally just lose her peace, like delete that negative comment, delete it. It's not like it's negative. It's something that I feel like it's an opportunity for you
To
to,
grow, yes.
yes, to
Mm-hmm.
even explain to the person,
Mm-hmm.
clarify, and win over that person, either as a customer or as a member of
Mm-hmm.
your audience. But this one, like, no, delete it. What do you think of negative comments? Because you mentioned whether it's negative or it's positive, you should measure your comments,
Yes.
the amount of comments that you're receiving.
Mm-hmm.
Would you recommend that a
Thank
brand
you. Mm-hmm.
should, like erase their negative comments and maintain a holy, a pure?
To be very honest, this question is very tricky. I understand it. Even my brand, we are facing that negative comment almost every time. But there's one thing I always say: user insights is used to make informed decisions. Do you understand? what people are saying about your brand should be able to, is it going to let you know if you're doing good or you're doing bad. It's fine if you delete comments, to be very honest. Like, it helps you to not, because you don't want the new people that are coming to start thinking you are this and that. But it's also fine to leave those comments. Do you understand? But it's also fine to leave those comments and also make sure that you reply the comment to educate that person. So when other people come to that comment or to that post, that particular post, and see that comment, they are able to see that, oh, okay, let me give them a try. Do you understand? Because the truth is, you always get negative comments. Like, no matter how good your product is, to be very honest, I'm telling you, you would always get negative comments. Like, because the truth is, people cannot be satisfied 100%. Do you understand? Like, you cannot satisfy human being 100%. Like, if you send me a pizza, and even if this pizza is 100% good, I'll probably comment that the rider came in very late. Do you understand? Like, I'll probably have a problem with, maybe the rider was rude to me. Maybe the rider he didn't smile. You know, people have problem with a lot of things. Do you understand? So, to be very honest, the least you can do when it comes to comments moderation. That's why it's good to have community managers. Like, I understand that a lot of brands are trying to save costs and all of those things, but that is the work of a community manager, to help you manage these things, to help you moderate these things. Like, a lot of people, do you know, exactly, like, you can be angry that, why is the carton like this? You go and drop a comment that is bad on the brand's page. Like, it's very, very normal no matter what, people will not be satisfied 100%. But the things you can do is get someone to moderate those comments for you. I always say that social media handlers' work is very different. Brands make it a thing for social media handlers to moderate their comments, to reply their inbox and all of those things. But the truth is, there some people are trained. Some people are well trained and versatile when it comes to replying users. So, except you are investing in your social media manager to know how to do these things, if you are expecting them to know how to handle these cases, you will just be on the loss, on the loss side. So moderating comments or deleting them is a very tricky thing, to be very honest, because you don't want your brand to look bad to new users that are coming to your page. Do you understand? But you also want people to see those comments, because you want people to think you're authentic. I feel like when I go to a page to buy something for the first time, I want to see comment. Like, even if it's 2 comments, I would want to see a comment. To be very honest, I want to be sure if it's authentic or not. So sometimes, if you also see bad comments, you might be like, oh, okay, and then you now see the response the brand gives to that particular thing. You can decide that, okay, let me send a DM and ask them first, try my luck. Okay, let me just leave this page and leave. But you're not seeing good comments. I can even suspect that if I'm seeing good comments all through your comment section, I will suspect that maybe you paid for it. Especially me, maybe because I'm also in the business. We know how this thing they do. We know how we run this thing. It's true. We know how we run it. So if I'm coming to your page and I'm saying, wonderful product, nice product, good product, very well done, I'll be like, okay. So comments are very important. To be very honest, bad or not is very, very important. It's also good for your project, your reports. You also want to make sure that you're reporting it so that your clients will see that this is what they are saying about you. It's not on me. I cannot go and collect people's phone to not drop comments. Do you understand? So you can either delete it, fine, it's on you, and you can also leave it and moderate it properly. Attend to that customer properly. Like, I always tell my social media handler, I attend to the customer properly. Like, even if it's to send them a form after attending to them, to say, okay, are you satisfied or not with our response to you? Please do that. But deleting their comments and making it look like their feelings is not valid. Though, like I said, some people can be very extra when it comes to a lot of all these things. But yes, their feelings are still valid. Customers are always right. It's not a 2023 thing again. Everybody can be wrong these days. So everybody can be wrong these days. But yeah, you can either delete it. So it's tricky. It's actually very tricky. But I always advise to moderate it, to try and make sure that you understand where that person is coming from. Because Yoruba will say, in your lasho in you, people around, people that use your products are the ones that will tell other people that I just bought something in one place, so, and they are really good. There was a time when I bought something from someone, and the only thing that made me recommend the lady was because she responded to me quickly. Do you understand? I wasn't satisfied with what I bought from her, but honestly, but because she was so swift with her response, like her response was like, even when I was asking a lot of questions, she was responding. She was responding. She was cool. She was chilled. At the point, I had to apologize. Do you get? I had to apologize. Like, I'm sorry for asking so many questions, because even me, I knew that if anybody asked me that question, I would not answer you again. Like, but she was really answering me, so I was able to tell my friends that this is where I got it from, and this is what you should do, and all of those things. So yeah, comments are really important in whatever business you do. You should be bothered if you're not getting comments, even if it's negative. Like, as a brand person, you should be bothered that you're not getting comments in your posts. So yeah, I feel like it's tricky, but it's important to know how to do it. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Thank you so much. So now, I remember that in your bio, on your Instagram bio, I saw award winning. I missed it. I don't know when it happened. So I want you to share like 3 of your biggest wins in your career as a marketing professional.
Okay, I would say one of it was last year. I was nominated for most outstanding young person in new media. Yeah, thank you. You know what's funny is that I lost my way to the event center. I went to sit down in Sheraton while while the event was happening inside. What was this? Just one opposite it. I can't even remember the name. I was sitting down there. I didn't know what was going on. I just realized that nothing was happening here. Am I lost? I had to call one of the people that I know that organized the event. Like, I'm sorry, please. I think you guys have finished your event or what? She told me that no, the event is at Skinicon. And it was during December when Uber, and I didn't drive. So Uber money was very expensive and ridiculous. But I had to go. But yes, it was one of my big wins. Another one, the second one is winning, I think was an award at work. Is it I think it's also most outstanding staff of the year. I think it's outstanding staff of the year. I think it's outstanding staff of the year. Yes, I think it's outstanding staff of the year. Yeah, outstanding staff of. I think that was like 2019. But work. This one was work, and which one would I mention again? My biggest also was, getting promoted. This is not an award anyways, but this getting promoted from an ordinary content executive to a senior content executive. I guess it's part of my wins too. Yeah, so so yeah, I'm going to count it as that. So I think 3. I already have 3. So, but I'll have more in Jesus' name as we move on. You are muted.
I was saying amen. I didn't want to say it out loud so that they will not say distorting the audio. I want you to give us last words. Okay. The whole idea of all of this is to let people know why and how marketing is so important, especially now in Nigeria, where a business is being born every day. And they just feel like, oh, I have Instagram. If I open Instagram page and link it to Facebook page, I can just be posting. It's marketing.
It's still marketing.
It is. But is that enough?
No, it's not.
It's not enough. So I'd like for you to give us your last words to buttress, why marketing is so important. Not just for the growth of business. Now, I in saying this, I also want you to talk about how marketing has enriched your life. Me, I'm just thinking about your contacts. All the networking, all the events, all the contacts. Anybody that is employing you now will think about the fact that see our CV, see all the places she has worked. See, this is our contact list, and this is what she's bringing to the table too.
Yeah.
So I feel like marketing is important for many reasons, but I'd like to just hear from you.
Okay, I'll make it short. one thing about marketing for me, or how I see marketing, is that I see marketing from the prism of value. I feel like marketing is, you give me value as a brand with your products. I mean, if you give me a good product, I get value from your product, and I give you value, which is your revenue. The money you make is the value I'm giving to you. So we give, it's like give and take. And I also like to say that marketing is not magic. Like, I've seen a lot of brand feel like, a lot of CEOs think because they spend 1,000 naira in their marketing budget, they are supposed to get 3,000 naira immediately. It doesn't work like that. Like, you have to invest, because the truth is, people don't know you. Like, I don't know you before. So because you came to do activation in my school, you did, because you gave out fridge, you gave out generator, does not mean that tomorrow I have to patronize you. I'm telling you for a fact that I still did a survey recently. This is not to put down anybody, but Payday, for instance, Payday is doing mad marketing. Do you understand? Like, they are everywhere in everybody's faces. I did a survey in my office recently. I was like, how many people uses Payday in this office? None of them have Payday on their phone. But do you see their campaigns? Yes, they see their ads. Do you understand? You don't think, yeah, exactly. So you don't think marketing is, oh, because I'm spending so much money, or because my budget is large, and you're not giving value. That is why I started with my definition of marketing, my own personal definition that I've always said. If you give value, your product will sell itself. Do you understand? Your product will loud itself and say, hey, it's me, oh, this is what I am. Oh. You will not need to stress yourself over anything at all. So for marketing, you want to make sure that you give the value you want from your users to them. If you are selling something for 1,000 naira and you are spending 200 naira to market it, or you're spending, let's say you're spending 1,500 naira to market it, that 1,000 naira goods, because I'm sure that you are expecting that 1,500 naira you are spending, should bring you at least 5 customers, new customers. Now, one of the customers bought it, they didn't leave a good review because they didn't like it. They left a bad review. Then the second customer that wants to go and download your app or check out your products, because someone like me, the first thing I do when I want to buy something online is I go to Nairaland. I know somebody will have called you out on Nairaland. Like, somebody will have called you out on Nairaland. Even if it's a job I'm searching for, I will go to Nairaland first to check it. Like, it's very important to use Nairaland to check anything you want to do. Like, somebody has talked about that brand on Nairaland. You read the reviews. So, except you want to go and fall into scam. So, somebody has already dropped. That's the second customer that is came to your online store and saw bad reviews. They leave. Somebody is asking them, oh, I want to buy something. Don't buy it from this place. So be careful of this place. Do you understand? Like, that is how it works. Like, marketing is, you are selling a good product. And the truth is, you can also sell bad products. The way you market it, the way you package it will make it go far. Do you understand? So far, you are willing to do better. So far, you are willing to improve as it goes. Example is Techno. When Techno started, to even till today, Techno still has like a bad reputation. Do you understand? Because they started off as a low budget phone. Do you understand? They started off as a low budget phone. So because of that, people still, now they're selling phones of about 800,000. And you will hear people say, why will I buy Techno for 800,000? Do you understand? So, but because when they started, they had a good marketing team that were able to market it to people, to let them see value in it. And they still have that good marketing team right now. Do you understand? Like, before, when you're using Techno phone, your phone will be hot. Like, I've used Techno before. So, and I know that you cannot press anything on Techno like this. Before you know it, it's already hot. It's even worse than Infinix. Infinix is even worse. But people are using it. People are patronizing them. People are still using it. Do you understand? Because of marketing. And because of the way they are marketing their products. So yeah, marketing is give and take. generally, for me, is give and take. You give a good thing, you give a good message to people. Your positioning, your branding, your storytelling is accurate to people. People see, they buy it, they buy your product. So, but do not expect that because you spent 1,005, you get 1,005 again immediately. A lot of brands need to understand it. Like a lot of brands, especially startups, startups these days, they really annoying me because you do marketing, no. You expect that you should just grow your business immediately. Sometimes some of you they even have low budgets. They don't even have a good budget for their marketing team, but they expect some miracle because you're a marketer now, you're a digital marketer, you're a professional. I'm not a witch, so I don't have magic. Do you understand? Like, I don't have magic. Yeah, I understand. I'm a professional. I'm good at what I do. I have results from where I'm coming from. But excuse me, it's not magic. Magic cannot happen for your product. When you're selling to people, people are not buying it. We need to sit down and re-strategize on this product. What do we want to do? Do you want to do our UX better? Do you understand? So for me, it's just give and take generally. So because I said I was going to make it short, but I know that it's already long already. But yeah, it's just give and take. Honestly, it's give and take. You give value, you get value. You're not giving value, your progress might be very short. You spend a lot because you also have to make people trust your brand. Like if they don't trust you, they would not come. They would not keep coming back. If they don't trust you, if they've tried, for instance, I would say when I was in Reliance now, I realized that people feel like, Reliance Health is very good because the customer service is top notch. Do you understand? People trust. It's not going to be 100%. Do you get? That's like I said. You might not satisfy everybody. But the people you satisfy and they talk about you online. If out of 100%, like 98 people are talking very well, and like 5% are still, do you understand? You can still use that to balance it up. Because at Reliance, I realized that people really like Reliance because number one, the customer service. Like if you're not feeling fine, you can quickly pay for whatever, even if it's not paid for a long time, and you want to pay immediately to see a doctor, you can do that immediately. They will answer you immediately. They'll send you email. They call you when they want to call you, and a lot of those things. So if they are not giving value to people, people will not use them because there are a lot of competitors. Do you get? There are other competitors that are doing very well in the health sector, and Reliance just started 5 years ago, if not. Yes, Reliance started 5 years ago, if not going to 6 years now. So you want to be able to give value so that you can also get value for people that are patronizing you. Yeah. So thank you.
You know, since as they drop quotes, I carry my paper and buy I dey write.
I beg you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
very much
on
for
the show.
inviting me.
I
Thank you.
feel like everybody who either stopped by or watched from beginning to end can take something away from everything that we talked about. And I really want to say thank you for taking out of your time to be here with us. Thank you so much. And I know that if we call you again, I know you will come. In Jesus' name, amen. She froze. Oh, what happened? Thank you so much. What happened now? Femi, thank you for coming. Kentu Dosen, thank you for showing up. Uh, Incidentally, my mom is here. My husband is here. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. Hustle Africa loves you very much. We're going to sign out now. For everyone who stopped by, this is going to be a regular fixture every Saturday at 8 p.m. We already have some fantastic guests as well confirmed for the next week and the week after. So please just keep it a date. I will make it a date with us. Thank you for showing up. Thank you so much. Bye. I don't know what's she's still frozen. But Sissy Lizzie, we love you. Love you so much. Love you. Bye everybody. Or should we just wait? Should I wait?